Today I'm going to show you a 1923 Coca Cola bottle from Andalusia, Alabama. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So, like all my bottles, it's the hobble skirt, so the little twist there. First established, first patented about in 1915. Of course, how do we know it's a Coke bottle? It's embossed here. And yeah, I still got a price tag on it, but that's okay. So how do we know how do we know it's a 23? Well, first thing what we need to look at is that you pick it up, you're gonna find ounces on one side. All right, so there's ounces, 6 ounces, which is what they came in back in then. And you're gonna turn it over, and as you can tell, there it is, bottle patent D, December 25th, 1923. Now, that's why this bottle is often called a Christmas bottle, because of the patent date, which is Christmas in 1923. So that's how I know it's a 1923 style hobble skirt. And they were 1915 style, 23, the patent D, and they keep going on for several different styles. But this one here is a 23. It's the second style Coke did of hobble skirts that were mass produced. So, and as you can tell, I got some crate wear. Crate wear is where it just shakes in the bottle in the trucks and stuff, and they get this little mark here, and often on the heel, which is where the bottom and the body start on the bottle. As you can tell, that one's got it. Now, how do I know it's from Andalusia? Is actually, you flip it onto the bottom. This is called the base or the bottom, and you'll find the town. So this one happened to be from Andalusia on it. So, you know, that's kind of how you can tell. This is an arch here, and then with the horizontal state. They came different ways. You could get a horizontal with a horizontal, or an arch with an arch, or, you know, you could get an arch with a vertical where ALA was kind of this way. And they made them for different states and different styles. One variation doesn't necessarily bring greater value in the base here, unless someone just collects variations. Got a nice little chip there on the heel. So that's the heel right there. See how that comes up? There's the heel. So it's not a bad bottle. You don't see them very often in my neck of the woods up here in Lincoln. So now, if you come down to this base, you know, now 1923, real 1923 bottles were used between 1924 and 1938 by taking all the research and whoever says what. The years are kind of vary based on what collector you talk to, but based on everybody, I just combined the greatest to the lowest and got from 1924 to 1938 of all the books and research I've done. So we know this bottle is between 1924 and 1938. So we got that. Be careful though; they are fake. They are reproductions, but we'll continue on that later in the video. Now, if you look down here where this little waist part is, you'll find little bitty numbers, and there's my little bitty numbers right there. And it looks like a 14, an L, and a 37. Well, the L is for the Lawrence Glass Works. And so that's the glass maker. And I do not remember where they're from. But that's, as I said, that's the Lawrence Glass Works. And then 14, that would probably be a mold number, because we know this bottle did not get made till 1924. So it could not be 1914. Actually, that would even be older than the first hobble skirt, which would have been 1915 style, so 1916. So we'll go by the second number here, which is a 37. So the 37, give me my year. So this is a 1937 year. So this bottle was made in 1937, which would have been right at the very edge of the end of this style bottle, because in 1938, was the last year they made the 1923 style bottles. Kind of confusing in itself. But so the December 1923 bottle or Christmas bottle, maybe that's was no longer stopped in 1938 at the latest of my research, and this one here is a 1937. So this tells me that this was one of the last years they made this style bottle for Coca-Cola. So it's a real nice bottle. We'll go over it again. It's Coca-Cola. It's a hobble skirt. And we know it's a Coca-Cola brand, which the hobble skirt is patented. But they did make a few little knockoff versions of the hobble skirt. But the hobble skirt, and we know it's Coca-Cola because it says it here. And we know that it's a Christmas coat because of the December 25th, 1923. And we know it's from Andalusia, Alabama, based on the bottom here. And on the waist, it gives me that it's Lawrence glasswork made in 1937. Now, they do make a reproduction of this, and people do sell the reproductions from time to time. You'll say, well, this is a 1923 original. And the easiest way to find out, besides weight, because if you've not been around bottles long enough, you can feel the weight. And I hope to show weight scales in a later video. But these bottles, you can tell a big difference. I have one on me because I wanted to show it to you. And probably a little hard to tell in these pictures, but it is marked 1923, just like the real one. But when everything's embossed. But the best, easiest way to tell a real 23 from a reproduction 23 is the font on the bottom. And as you can tell, when you hold them, you hold them side by side. Look how large the real 1923 is compared to the small, tiny letters of this reproduction. Now, so if you pick one up and you don't know a lot about bottles and you don't know if it's real or not, and you just based on this video on what little you can get, just pick it up and look at the bottom. And if you see these big, larger letters, it's the real deal there. It's it is a real bottle, and if it's got 23 on the side here, and it's got the large letters, those two combinations tell me that it is a real 1920 Christmas style Coke. Now, 1915 patentee and patent office had the patentee 1915 and the 1923 all had the large numbers, but you have to go up here to look at that. So if you see a 23 with the large numbers, it's a real 1923 Christmas style Coke. Little 23. Oh. 23 with little numbers, reproduction. 23, big letters. I don't know why I call them numbers. Big letters, that is a real deal. So, just a quick reference over. We'll go over some of that other stuff later. But just kind of give you an idea since I had it on my desk. Real reproduction. So, let's get rid of this thing. Because people try to sell them to me at high dollar. So, this is this is Christmas Coke because it says December 25th, 1923 from Andalusia. Nice bottle. And stay tuned. I'll try to get some more up here so you guys can see the bottle world. Some of the bottles and hopefully you guys can start collecting or getting to know what to collect. Thanks.